Sir, how are you doing today? Always good to talk to you at any festival, too. I really want to ask, I love this show. I had so much fun with it. And then, him seeing signs and things, too, and finding, like, his own truths. I mean, in prison, of all places, things like that. What do you think you wanted to do as someone who, you set the character, but him coming out of prison, what was that mindset? How did you want him to be seen?
Well, the reason we called it Government Cheese is because this is a family and this is a character who makes something out of nothing. He's been in prison for a number of years for check fraud, and he's had this revelation about a self-sharpening drill, and he's someone who's now going to make a better life for himself and his family. I don't know anyone who's had government cheese knows that you get great grilled cheese sandwiches out of it, but it's not particularly something you would say is the most expensive or the most exotic of foods, but you make the best out of it. And so that's who Hampton is, that's who the Chambers family are, and they go on this spiritual quest, I guess, through his point of view, and that was the thing that was so I don't know, for me, I haven't seen a show quite like this that does what this show does with the people it does it with in the time that it does it.
Not only is, of course, his future, but his past, and that tension is coming back, too. People want money, and there's violence as well, too. So can you tell us a little bit about that, what you saw in that, about him moving forward, but the past trying to catch up?
Yeah, this is a guy who is trying to look forward. He's an optimist, he's inventive, he's an optimist, but he has a past. And as he's trying to do God's will, as he's trying to go on this spiritual quest, that past keeps on dragging him back. And I think a lot of people can relate to the idea of wanting to be better in life. And so that, to me, is the relatable component. It's just with our guy, he is a little edgy. And he has this friend called Bootsie, played by Bokeem Woodbine, who is, it's almost like Bokeem is the devil on his shoulder, and then God's on the other side going, come on, dude, let's do this. So, again, that was the fun tension to play.
Now, of course, I love everything else you do. I love Bass Reeves, too. But I have to ask, is there any update on either, I pre-production stuff on either Sugar Ray or Rocketeer? I see they're both on IMDb. You never know if those are real, but I want to ask.
Yeah, I mean, Rocketeer in particular, I literally was in a meeting last week trying to get the Rocketeer going. It's a tough time in our business. So many things are shrinking that should be expanding, but this show, we shot it as a short film 6 years ago, and here we are. Bass Reeves, I was trying to get made for 10 years, and we eventually got it done. The whole town, the industry turned it down 3 times, and we eventually got it made. So I'm not one for giving up, so you never know. It might just happen.
I hope you're this next generation, because that was a huge film for me. I still say, where's the rocket in my head all the time, so if you remember the original. So congratulations, and have a great stop by. Pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you so much.